Yes, yes. Welcome to the Baron Yam program, the show where we teach men the things that they sorry, I just had lunch. But we teach men what they need and how to get what they need. And we also show women how we show women what men want. And today we're here to discuss many different double standards that exist in this culture. And one of them is when an individual takes the black pill. If they are male, then they are told that they must have, quote unquote, hope for the future. I don't believe in hope. I think hope is a false premise, because hope always implies that anything that you require in order to survive, or as it is often said, the necessities of life, things that you need in order to live fully, are not already in your possession. And I think that's absurd. Everything that you need in order to live should be right here with you, So, any hope is all just false happiness. If there's something that you want, you should be either on your way to attaining it, or you should basically see yourself as having already achieved it and having the step and have the steps in place in order to grab it once the opportunity presents itself. But if a woman takes the black pill, well, she just gets to have all low standards, basically, and choose any simp that approaches her, because she understands the truth about the way the world works. And yet, she's held to a lower level of responsibility. When a man is black-pilled, he's a target for anybody who is still living in the system to shame and emasculate. Because despite what he knows, he's still in the human body, in the human element, just like the rest of us. And we all have our flaws. We all have our things that we can't normally do without. And instead of embracing that man as the woman who takes the black pill is embraced, we say that man has to cope with life, and that he has to inevitably deal with the bad situation that he's been given in the most positive way that he can. And why would anyone tolerate this? It's just unbelievable. People who learn a lot about the world, who take an observant position in the world and just sit back and see everything that there is to see. Those people are ridiculed. And another thing is, that don't seek the approval of anybody else. If you want to do something, it shouldn't be affected by how anybody else views you doing that. The moment you start seeking approval, you lose your agency. It's like when a woman says, after she, lets a guy hit it, basically, and there's consequences that she wasn't anticipating. She is going to blame the guy, and everybody else is going to blame the guy, and the guy is going to be held to the highest responsibility that the guy can, which, if he did get impregnated or spread a disease, he will pay for it dearly. But no responsibility is given to the woman. Not even the fact that she let this guy hit by opening her legs. She's not even held responsible, basically. It's the guy's game. The guy had such good game that he picked her up and took her back to her house and hit it all by himself. Man, he's just such a stud. He ran the show. It was all him. And it's sad, but it's true. That's how everyone views it. Another thing that people get messed up is this whole dating thing. They say, if you don't take her out and spend money on her, she's going to think she's a hoe. That's false. If you spend money on her, that makes her a prostitute. I don't know how else to explain it. If you take her out and you spend money on her, let's say you spend $40 on a movie, and you expect some trim after that, you're soliciting, or she's soliciting you for sex, and you're paying her for sex. That's the definition of prostitution. Y'all think I'm playing, but I'm not. It's sad, but if you were to tell a woman, why don't you pay for me? Why don't you take me out on a date? She's not going to get that. Women have been indoctrinated into thinking that they should just be given everything that they want for free. And if that's the way that they're going to think, then shoot, that's the way that I'm going to think, because technically I identify as a woman. So I'm not taking anybody out because, I'm going to treat myself, and I'm stunning and brave and strong and beautiful, and I'm healthy at any size. And so if I balloon out to 200 pounds, I'm gonna expect some woman out there to essentially take me out on a date, pay for it, charm me, be romantic with me, pull out the chair for me, open the door for me, allow me to walk through. And if anybody gets into a fight, I'm going to expect her to defend me. So she better know some martial arts or something. because I'm not spending any money on a woman. The thing that I will spend money on, though, now that you mention it, I just bought a few games on PSN. The PSN store. I dropped like $80 on some video games for myself because I value what I do for myself. So I treat myself. If I'm gonna spend the money on a girl who sends me one-word texts and basically when I'm on a date with her, she's answering the phone and talking to other people, and for the most part when I'm out with her, treats me like I'm just another dude in the chain. I'm just another dude that gets to hit, basically. Then I'm basically going to I'm going to kill myself, because why am I in that position in the first place? But I'm not going to treat that woman like she deserves anything when she's going to act that way to me, because I'm the prize. I'm the prize. So if I pay for the meal, or if I pay for the date, if I pay for gifts for Valentine's Day, that means the next guy that she dates is going to have to pay, and the next guy is going to have to pay, and the next guy is going to have to pay, and the next guy is going to have to pay, and the next guy's going to pay, all for something I got to use already. So it's like, when it comes to people asking me why I don't date, I simply say, because I don't need to. I don't want to. I don't have to. So why do you care? Do you care what I do? Is it any of your business at all whatsoever? Ask yourself that. And while you're at it, ask yourself, what do I really want in life? And how much is it going to cost me? And if I can't afford it, then should I change what I like? Or should I alter the way I behave so that eventually I can afford it? Just something to think about. Have a good day. Again, if you like Baron Yam, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more Baron Yam, consider subscribing. It helps me know that I'm doing something right with the channel. And it will also allow you to see when I post new content. Because obviously YouTube doesn't promote my videos. I see you, Susan. And they don't really want my message to get out. So share the video if you think that it would benefit anyone to watch this. And so that's going to be it. Next time I will be going over more double standards that I notice. These were just ones that were on my mind. So if any come to mind, be sure to leave them in the comments section down below so that I can cover them in my next video. Because even though I do not publish very long form content when I'm not prepared, I will have ammo for days about any topic that someone else brings up, because that's pretty much just how my mind works. as soon as you guys mention something, I will be able to be like, oh yeah, and I have X, Y, Z examples to provide for it. So with that, be good. And I'll see you in the next one.